Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Patricia Elizabeth. Hopefully, you're doing well with your October 21st, 2020 ISA Money Like Code Money Block. And I am super excited to be here. So, for those of you who are watching the replay, you may want to skip forward to the 3 minute mark because that's when I'm officially going to get started. Because, as we know, this is a Facebook Live that I'm doing. Um, and there's always delays for Facebook to let people know that I am on live. And if you're catching me live, go ahead and let me know in the comment that you are live. So I am super excited to be here today. And today I'm going to be talking about one of the ISA Money Like Codes Money Block, which I am super excited to be talking about that. So I'm just going to wait a few minutes here just to, hey Christine, super happy to have you here. Hopefully you're doing well. So if you're joining me live, go ahead and let me know in the chat that you're live and I will officially get started at the 3 minute mark. So if you're watching this replay on my business page or on YouTube or Vimeo or in another Facebook group, just go ahead and skip forward to the 3 minute mark because that's when I'm going to get started. Just waiting for people to come on live. So I am super excited. So I'm just gonna go wait and see here. I'm just gonna check to see if there's anybody who told me they were gonna come on live so I can tag them. I believe she told me she was coming on live. I'm just gonna tag a few people here while I wait for people to jump on. And once again, if you're live, go ahead and let me know in the chat that you're live. And if you're watching the replay, let me know below as well that you're watching the replay. Because once again, the more you're going to interact, the more I'm going to come in and do these. And I get it for a lot of you, you can't attend live because either the times that I'm doing them, either you're at work or maybe you're sleeping. Because I have people from all around the world, that's fine. Just when you come watch the replay, just let me know. Because that's always, so let me just check and see if anybody else told me they were going to jump on live. Let me just go and X out a few things here. So I'll get started in about 50 seconds here. I'm just gonna, Facebook's really slow here. So hopefully you're all doing well. Like I said, I'm excited to come in to talk about a money block. And today I'm not doing any clearing, any activations. I'm not running a money block. I'm just going to talk about one of the ISA Money Like Codes blocks, which I have a ISA Money Like code for that one. Just gonna go look and see here if anybody else told me they were gonna come live. Replay. Let me just tag one more person and then I will get started here very shortly. So thank you for those of you who are live. Is not letting me. I just need to tag one more person, then I'm gonna get started here. Danielle, sorry. Perfect, and I'm gonna get started here. So once again, welcome everybody. This is Patricia Elizabeth with your October 21st, 2020 ISA Money Like Code Money Block. And during today's video, I'm going to talk about one of the ISA Money Like Codes Money Blocks. And I'm going to share a few tips on how to release it. So today I wanted to talk about jealousy associated with money. Because here's the thing. If you have jealousy around money, so maybe you're jealous of somebody who has money. Or maybe one of your parents were jealous because maybe one of their siblings had a lot of money, or maybe one of the parents had money, or maybe somebody that they knew, money came really easily for them and they were jealous. Or maybe you saw somebody who was jealous of somebody having money and you're like, I don't want anybody being jealous of me, so I'm not I don't want anybody being jealous of me. So if you're associating money with jealousy and you don't want people being jealous of you, then that can block money from being able to come in. So, and a lot of times, a lot of people have this money block, but they're not aware of it. Either they picked it up on when they were young, or maybe in a past life, or maybe something happened and then you decided like, okay, no, I don't want money because I don't want people being jealous of me. Or maybe you're so jealous of somebody that really brought down your lower energy, and it got you stuck into that energy, and it seemed like no matter what you were able to do, you would never be able to, because you just being jealous of whoever was just part of your programming. So no matter what you did, either money could come, but then it would go, or maybe you just, it was always a struggle to be able to make money. So jealousy around money. So once again, and it's more common than you think. So if you have money, so let me ask you this, and feel free to write in the chat if you want. I know I'm talking about emotions related to money, so I know some of you are very private, but have you ever feel jealous of somebody who either had a lot of money, maybe you had a sibling who makes a lot of money, or maybe a spouse or ex-spouse, or maybe a friend? I know for me, I've had a few people, I mean, I was happy for them, but I was jealous at the same time, because it seemed that money just came easily for them, until I learned I dissolved that block. Because once again, if you're jealous of people who have money, and I know for some of you, I can hear you, I'm not jealous, I'm happy for them. You can still be happy for them and still, either consciously or unconsciously, hold the energy, the emotion of jealousy in your cells, in your cellular memory, in your DNA, in your chakras, in your physical body. Um, so once again, so, or maybe you know somebody who was so jealous of somebody that the minute it came with, they were jealous of other people because of money. And for some of you, it could be you're jealous of somebody, and it's not necessarily because they have money. Maybe they have something that you want or you'd like to have, and you're jealous of them. That can also block your money flow, because a lot of people think money is just money. Well, yeah, money is just money. Money is energy. However, sometimes you may have jealousy in other areas. So maybe in regards to love or health or relationship, because once again, everything's interconnected to money. Your relationships are interconnected to money. Your health can also affect your money, but that's another Facebook Live. So I want you today, I'm going to encourage you. First thing first, is there anybody around you that you know that have a lot of money, and maybe you feel some sort of jealousy? And if you don't, awesome. And if you do, there's nothing wrong with that. Once again, a lot of this is our programming. It's the way that either we experience things. Some of us, we pick up on things from our parents. I know my money stuff, a lot of it, I did the opposite of my mom. I rebelled. I rebelled. I did the opposite of my mom. But then there's certain things that I picked up from my mom. And it's neither good nor bad, right? It just is what it is. So if, once again, if you're experiencing any type of jealousy, and there's other emotions, but today I just want to talk more about jealousy. Then once again, for some of you, it could start that you're jealous of somebody because either it seems like life is so easy for them. And that once again can trigger. So check into your life, check in with yourself, ground yourself, take a few deep breaths, and just check in if there's any emotions or feelings of like jealousy. Once again, I'm not running the money like codes at the end. I'll share a way that if you want to purchase it, you can. But I'm definitely not running it during this series. So once again, is there any jealousy? Are you, or maybe somebody was jealous of you? So sometimes it's we're jealous of them, but maybe somebody was jealous of you, and that's just kind of like blocks. So check in with yourself. Have you experienced jealousy around money, or maybe jealousy around something else? And at some point, we've all been jealous of somebody or something. I mean, we're human beings. It's part of just how we are. But if yes, just see, feel, or imagine that it's like being released. Either you can see, feel, or imagine you have a crystal ball, the jealousy is in that crystal ball, and just feel that either one of your guides is just helping you to dissolve it, or maybe you could just like give it to Mother Earth and she can dissolve for you. But really, you want to make certain that you're not holding on to any jealousy, because once again, jealousy can hold you back. And for some of you, this could be like you envy people. Um, so really check in with yourself to see if that is you. And if yes, then you definitely are going to want to like dissolve that, because once again, when you feel jealous, and especially if you don't want to be a jealous person. Now, for some of you, maybe you're okay being jealous. And once again, there's no judgment, okay? I'm the last person to judge. But if you don't want to be jealous of somebody, or you don't want somebody to be jealous of you, for some of you, that could hold you back. So, really just start by being conscious of yourself. Ask yourself, am I jealous? Either because, or maybe one of your parents was jealous of one of their siblings, or maybe one of the parents. Because I know I come from a really big family. I know I have some family members who are pretty well off. And I know there's some of the family members who are a little jealous of that. Because it's like, it's like, oh, they were lucky and they have all this. And like, and some of them are not even aware they're jealous. So really just start by paying attention. Are you jealous? Because once again, that's going to be able to help quite a few. So let me just look and see if there's any comments here. I've been feeling sad. I don't know. I do know I carry jealousy, and I know there are people jealous of me. Hello, you made it. Awesome. Glad you're here. So, yeah, once again, pay close attention. And here's the thing, you cannot control what other people think of you. So stop trying to control, stop trying to live your life. I've always noticed no matter what I do or don't do is damn it. Have you ever heard the saying, damn if I do, damn if I don't? Well, it's true. No matter what I have or don't have or do or don't, there's always going to be somebody who are either not going to like me, they're not going to approve of me, they may be jealous, they may resent me. I get that all the time, sadly. I don't understand why. If people knew what was going on in my background, they'd be happy for me, not envy or all that. So, once again, what other people think has nothing to do with you. And for some of you, I'm going to encourage you to stop trying to let other people dictate. Never mind what other people think. The only person that matters is really what do you think? How do you feel? And trying to let other people influence you, let me tell you, that's been one of the greatest lessons for me. I was taught to hide my jealousy through despising people who are better off. Yeah. And once again, for a lot of us, we were told not to like acknowledge our emotions. We were told just to stuff it in. And eventually those emotions come out. And they can come out in whole different ways. So you want to make sure that once again, I mean, I'm not saying you can't feel being jealous of somebody, okay? I mean, that will sometimes come up for me, but then I'm just like, wait a minute, why am I jealous? Like I don't know what they went through, and then I bless them, and I'm like I'm happy for them. I'll celebrate them. Once again, I'm able to shift. So if you're finding that either you're jealous, or maybe for some of you, you were thought to be jealous of other people because that's how one of your parents were, and you took that on as your pattern. Once again, when I catch myself being jealous of other people or envying other people, I will actually stop and I'll be like, delete, delete, delete. And then I will just like, wait a minute, like I'm happy for them. Like I'll switch my energy. So I'll switch my energy once again. Obviously, another way that you could dissolve that is my ISA Money Light Code 28, which once again will help to dissolve jealousy associated with money and install the energies of being grateful for money right now. So that is one tool that you could purchase. And I do have a link on top of this video, or if you're watching this on YouTube or Vimeo, the link will be below, where you can actually purchase my ISA Money Light Code 28 meditation for $22. That is one option. I'm not saying you have to, but if you're being called, it's only $22. Um, for some of you, it's time that you start to like, you shift them. Yeah, you bless them. Because once again, when you're blessing other people, it's going to come back to you, right? But if you're letting jealousy hold you back, and once again, for some of you, that's how you were taught. You saw one of your parents being so jealous of maybe a sibling or somebody, or maybe a neighbor or a family friend, that you took that on without even knowing it, that you have it on there. Um, so I expect to be isolated when I do well. Well, here's the thing. When you do well, you always want to have the right people around you. Okay, I have the most amazing people. They're there with me through my highs, and when I hit rock bottom, I know I can reach out to them. They're there for me. And those are the type of people that you want in your life. Um, So I've been trying to remove my ego from situations. I don't always remember to do it. And that's normal, right? I mean, depending what's going on right now, the energies for a lot of us, it's really, 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 it's all over the place, right? For some of you right now, you're going to feel there's a lot of dense energies. When we're in that energy or when we're going through a challenging time, it can be harder to park our ego, to acknowledge our ego, right? And be like, okay, I'm safe. Like, no, thank you. And that's how I my ego. I'll talk to it. Like, thank you for your opinion, but I'm safe. This is where I'm going. Um, all of that. So, morning, love, love, love that coloring you. Thank you, my dear. My pleasure. Happy to have you here, my love. So, once again, if you're experiencing jealousy, first thing first, acknowledge it. Okay. For some of you, you're going to be like, well, I just have to stuff it down. No, that's the worst thing you can do is stuff down your energies. Now, sometimes we have to do that depending on where we are with the situation. Um, but acknowledge. Acknowledge, okay, I'm jealous of this person, or I'm jealous of that, or this person's jealous of me. And then bless them and really shift your energy to energy of gratitude. Hey, Elena, happy to have you here. Hopefully you're doing well. So really, once again, you really want to start to like acknowledge if you're jealous of somebody. First thing first, acknowledge it. Don't just stuff it down. Acknowledge it. Then ask yourself, why am I jealous of this person? Why am I jealous of this person? Is it because I don't feel whatever? Or maybe you were thought to be jealous? Or maybe you're just envying them? And then just like be happy for that person. Like really bless them because you don't know what the other person went through. That other person probably could have gone through hell and back a lot more than you have. And they've done so much work and now things are coming. Or maybe for some of them, that's the only area they're able to make a whole bunch of money. But then nothing else works. I've been in that situation. So I have been saying, I forgive you and I set you free. My husband doesn't support me, has deceived me. Yeah, we're always sadly going to have people around us. But once again, is setting the boundaries that, putting ourselves first. Um, and sadly, we don't always have people around us who support us. And sometimes the ones who we think should are not. But once again, you want to make sure that you don't let other people's energy come in. Yeah, we have enough stuff going on with just all of the planetaries and Mercury retrograde and a whole bunch of things. You want to once again try to protect your energy. Um, so once again, yes. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's Facebook Live. I'll be coming in to do more of these, as you know. So yes, so tomorrow I will be coming in to do a ISA Money Light Code meditation at 1 p.m. Eastern, which I think is 10 a.m. Eastern. And once again, if you want my help with helping you to like dissolve the jealousy associated with money, there is a link above if you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this on YouTube or Vimeo, there is a link below where you can actually go purchase my ISA Money Light Code 28 for $22 only. I don't know how long that pricing will be, but that is another option as well. Or if you'd like, you could take my ISA Money Light Code Level 1 certification. The link is on top or below, depending where you're watching this, where you can learn more about it. And tomorrow I'll talk a lot more about the certification. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's Facebook Live. If you're watching the replay, comment below. Even if I don't like acknowledge it, just please comment below because at least if there's interaction, it's going to encourage me to do a lot more of this in November. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully you've enjoyed today's Facebook Live. And once again, if jealousy is coming up, don't suppress it, acknowledge it, and then bless whatever, especially if jealousy around other people or if somebody's jealous of you, just like acknowledge, okay, they're jealous of me, but it has nothing to do with me. Okay? And don't play smaller because people are jealous of you. Because once again, how they feel or what they think has nothing to do with you unless you allow it to affect you. You really have that power that you can choose to let other people's, in this case, we'll talk about jealousy, affect you or not. And once again, I can talk about, I've had a lot of people be jealous of me throughout the years. They have no clue what I went through. But once again, it has nothing to do with me. And when I stop letting them affect me, I've also been able to start to move on. So my pleasure, my dears. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's Facebook Live. Like I said, I will be back in live tomorrow to do an ISA Money Light codes. For those of you in my Facebook group, Integral Activation with Patricia Elizabeth, there is a poll inside the group. Go and vote for which money light codes you like me to run. No, I'm not running all of them for free. You can purchase them if you want, but I'm not running all of them for free. So go and vote inside the poll because that's where I'm going to take the results. So lots of love, everybody. Wish you a magical day. This is Patricia Elizabeth from thepatriciaelizabeth.com. I'll talk to you all soon.